This episode of Pondering Nerdcast was brought to you by GamingRebellion.com. Join the community today at GamingRebellion.com, where it's more than just games.
What's up, and welcome to the Pondering Nerdcast. This is episode 24, and with me tonight is Alyssa Spector.
Hey guys.
And Dwayne Samuels.
What's up? What's up?
And as you can see, we're in glorious Technicolor HD 1080p 30 frames per second. Yeah. I'm not doing 60 frames per second because I don't want to kill my computer. As you can see, with a nice glorious logo right there, is presented by Gaming Rebellion. And, definitely head over to GamingRebellion.com and check out their website. That's where you find our podcast. We are the official podcast of GamingRebellion.com. And also check out all the cool articles that are written there by the good folks over there, and join the community as well. So you can, maybe one day you impress us and you could be right on this show right here, But that out the way. Let's get into some tech news, shall we? And this is more of I should say an update. So I guess in the last 5 years or so, maybe even longer, Google and Microsoft decided to sue each other over patents. And I believe there was about 7 of those. Oh, no, sorry, 20. 20. Yeah, 20 lawsuits. They've been doing this for about 5 years. And so they've been suing each other over anything that's ranging from phones to the Xbox video playback. Imagine that, just to there's a patent on how to do a playback on the Xbox One. I'm guessing the Xbox 360 was involved in this sort of thing. But one thing that people don't really know is that Microsoft actually sued. They sued. Who did they sue? Yeah, Microsoft sued Google years ago over Android, where they won the lawsuit. Where I forgot what was the patent, but it was some sort of thing that Google was using in Android that linked something that Microsoft owned or bought or some shit like that. And now I think they make about $5 off of each Android phone ever existed, or something like that.
God.
Yeah, it's interesting. But it was just like, I was just like, okay, sure, But yeah, guys, 20 fucking lawsuits over the five years, and they've decided to just they didn't. I guess they didn't set it out of court, but it's just like not care anymore. They're just kind of like, whatever. What do you guys think about this story? Did you even know this was even happening? Or it was just like, whatever. It's like,
I mean, I know they had a rivalry, but I didn't know about all these lawsuits. That's 20 lawsuits.
Yeah. It's pretty interesting too, because one of the lawsuits had to do with royalty-free video format that prevents something, like I was saying, it's literally Xbox video playback. It was some sort of gripe that Google had also along with Motorola about how they can play back video on the Xbox.
And, oh my goodness!
And I was like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I was like, are you talking about the YouTube app on Xbox? I was like, I don't really understand. But I had a feeling that, this kind of makes sense, because what I've noticed when I turn on my Xbox One and then say I'm going to go cast something, say from my what do you call it? From my phone. You can cast the Chromecast or whatever. And the Xbox shows up as one of the devices I can cast to. So, you might as well just come and just work together and call it a day, because, pretty much Xbox, a lot of people don't know this, but if you have Windows 10 and you have an Xbox One, pretty much any video or audio that is on your computer or picture, you can cast that content to your Xbox, and it would play back beautifully. It's probably the best DLNA I would say implementation that I've seen in a long time. It actually works really, really well. I wouldn't try it over Wi-Fi if you have a really big video file. Hint, hint. If you download your illegal activities. But yeah, they've decided to just stop stop suing each other.
They need to stop. I mean, come on. I know both sides are in it for money, but damn, 20 lawsuits.
Yeah.
I mean, that's surprising to me because I mean, I always knew about the Samsung, Apple, but Microsoft, Android, damn.
Yeah, I don't really know what that's all about.
There was a Samsung Apple?
Oh yeah, Samsung and Apple.
Oh yeah,
they've been they've been suing each other for a very long time.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. I think at some point Apple was able to actually restrict the Nexus from being sold in America. Like they were being built overseas, and it would come through California to be shipped out to the rest of the country. And Apple was able to actually hold the phones at the port that it was being brought into. Like it couldn't enter U.S. soil because of some decision that was made by a judge.
Oh, jeez.
So people were like getting upset because they couldn't get their Nexus. I think it was the Samsung Nexus phone that Samsung made for them back in the day. The really crappy Nexus phone. But you know, that's they've been having their back and forths. And there was a time where they had these things called the patent wars, where these companies just sue each other over. They just sue each other over stupid shit, like Apple tried to sue everybody who had slide to unlock on their phones, which was that was pretty hilarious. But yeah, guys, if you've been following this riveting tale of Microsoft versus Google's patent lawsuit, it's over, guys. It's over. Yay! I don't know what this means for anybody.
It means they're friends now.
Yeah. Maybe they'll come together on some cool shit. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe that's the thing. Maybe they're just gonna put their, these disputes behind them, and they're gonna collaborate on one big super ultra tablet. I don't know.
That would be cool, except Google did just announce, I don't know if you guys saw it, but they had a press conference where they announced a bunch of different new products. They have 2 new Nexus phones, which I'm kind of excited for. I'm a little shocked, though. They're using Huawei, which is a Chinese cell phone company, to make the Nexus 6 Plus, which I find hilarious.
They're just making a phone, like they're out of shell or what?
They're making the hardware, like Huawei. Huawei, a lot of people don't really like. The best way I can explain it, Huawei has been trying to break into the U.S. market for a very long time, but the U.S. Congress has actually been against them to try to get in.
Oh, no.
Because the company is run by some ex-military guy, and he was part of their spy program or some shit like that. And
oh boy.
They're like, nope, we don't want those phones in here. But Google says, fuck it.
You buy that phone, you're gonna be spied on.
Yeah, but here's the thing though, it's not the price, not bad at all. If you go,
maybe Donald Trump will love him because he loves China. If you see his video, he's just talking about China. Like he mentions like China maybe like 120 something times in one video.
Yeah, Trump is next nonsense.
I love China. I got nothing against China.
Yeah,
China.
Everybody loves China. So yeah, the Nexus 6 Plus is being made by Huawei, which is the it's close to a 6-inch screen. It has 4K camera. It's a lot like the iPhone 6, and the other one is the Nexus 5X, which is made by LG. So that's why I find it kind of interesting. It's 2 different companies making 2 different phones. And I believe the starting price point is around $400 or so. So it's about $300-400 cheaper than what you would buy, like if you were outright buy iPhone 6, like the new iPhone 6 for, without any of that other stuff. Yeah, and they also came out. They also announced this. The reason why I'm mentioning the announcement from Google is because they what do you call it? They have what do you call it? a tablet that they put out, which is supposed to rival the what's the one from
Apple or Samsung?
No, from Microsoft. What is their fucking tablet?
The Surface.
Called? Yeah, see, the Surface sucks so much. I don't even. It's like, you know. But yeah, they came out with this. It's a Chromebook, but it's a tablet. It's like if that makes sense. I don't know if it makes sense. That, like, I forgot. I don't see it on their Play Store. I'm trying to find it, but I think it's called the Pixel C, and unless maybe they have it in their tablets area. I'm trying to look for it, but there is a Nexus 9. There's a pretty good lineup. Like they have a new Chromecast, which I'm gonna buy one after I get off the podcast tonight. Because it's still $35, so you can't beat that. You know, it's like
what's better about that one? What's better about that one?
It's better in the sense that it apparently has better Wi-Fi connectivity. Which is something I've always had an issue with their stuff. Like it just never like the current version that I have isn't
prototype.
It's like, yeah, it's definitely a proto guinea pig sort of thing. So hopefully they get the new one straight. They do have two different versions. One is what do you call it? One is I can't remember the name of it, but there is one that is you can do audio only if you want. So if you have like a really cool sound system, I'm trying to get to like the device area here in there. Like, cause they made a bunch of announcements. Here it is. So there's a Chromecast and a Chromecast audio. So Chromecast audio is just, you plug it. Like if you have some speakers set up around the house, you can cast whatever audio from your phone into that. And so any sound system in the house, which is really, really cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. So that's how that is being played out, and it's like, yeah, sure, why not? Yeah. But anyway, moving on to the next topic here, which is Facebook. Yeah, we don't. When's the last time you heard us talk about Facebook? Like ever? Like, so Facebook decided, you know, it's what? How old is Facebook now? Like 10 years or more?
Probably
it's like a decade, right?
I think like early 2000s. I think like 2003.
Yeah, I mean it's like it's been around. So, you know, it's a publicly traded company. Oh, I should mention we're not talking about that copyright bullshit that people were trying to do. Talking about.
I don't even want to go into that.
Let's let our fans know right now. Let everybody know who's listening to this. That does not mean that you've now copyrighted all your stuff. It doesn't work that way. It's a free service. If they want to use your shit, they'll use your shit. Okay. If you don't want them to use your shit, then get off of Facebook. You know. After this news here, maybe you'll probably change your mind about staying on Facebook. I don't know. I think it's kind of cool. But anyway, so Facebook decided that they're going to now allow you to what do you call it? To add a what do you call it? An animated profile picture?
Yeah, animated profile pic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If somebody checks out your like say if I go to your page right now, your pic, it could be animated. It takes like 7 seconds.
Yeah, it's about 7 seconds long, and you can use the front-facing camera on your phone to pull this off. There is a bit of a demonstration on the site that I'm showing off right now of what that may look like. I think it's interesting, but they're saying that this will only be for the mobile version. So I don't think you're going to be seeing a bunch of animated GIFs on you. It's like
I was just about to say, if everybody had an animated profile picture, as cool as it is, it may look a little crazy.
Yeah. Like,
I mean, like in the past, like sites like LiveJournal, you were able to change your profile picture to a GIF, but this is, I don't know, this is somewhat different.
Yeah, I don't know what exactly. I mean, it's pretty interesting. I'm curious as to. I wonder if it's like a video format. Would it include audio, or would it just be like a silent video sort of thing?
I just take this to be like a Vine, you know?
Yeah.
Because it just repeats.
Yeah, pretty much. It just like, you know, just keeps looping and everything. And I'm sure it's gonna be autoplay like every other video on. It's like on what do you call it on Facebook now, and yeah, get ready, guys. All right, gifts.
I want to be able to use is it just like your profile picture? Like it has to be a video, or can you add like any animated GIF to your profile picture? Because if that's the case, I want to change my profile picture to a GIF of a.
Well, I'm just saying. I think it's just once you put in the profile pic area, that's it. It comes animated.
It doesn't really say if it's like how they're doing this. I'm guessing that what they're doing is turn it into like they're taking a video and they're turning it into a GIF of some sort. I don't know if you can because from the two videos that they're showing off here, and there's a woman named Mandy Chang, and her video is like slow motion. It's a little bit of a slow motion, and then another guy here named Jeremy Chapman. It's different. It's faster. It's just him coming through bushes or something like that. So I don't know if they would allow you to like say take a selfie video and like then you go in on your phone and like we call it you go and like edit it and stuff like that. That'd be kind of cool because I could come up with some pretty cool stuff to put in my because like and that's the case, is it only just for it'd be cool if they like put this out for like here, like we have a Pond Nerds fan page, so it'd be kind of cool if we can take the logo and just animate that, just have it spin.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, just have it loop.
You probably can.
Yeah,
I believe you probably can.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. But yeah, they say that the this feature is not going to be out for a while, so I have a feeling they said they're going to let it go out to select profiles, people, I guess really famous people, so that
Facebook testers probably.
Yeah, like I'm part of the Facebook testing myself, so who knows?
You'll probably have it too.
Yeah, because I would say right now being a beta tester for Facebook is kind of annoying. It's like, yeah, it's not the best in the world. But yeah, look out for that. Hopefully, people doesn't make it too annoying as time go on. We'll see though. We'll see. But anyway, moving on to our next topic here. So, Dwayne, you know more about this than I do. So this guy, former ESPN host, criticized pretty much esports or e-gaming and stuff like that, right? His name is Colin Cowherd.
Yeah, Colin Cowherd, or whatever you want to pronounce
We
it.
can call him Coward. No.
Cow. Wait, his last name's actually Cowherd.
Yeah, Cowherd.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
His parents did not love him.
His show on ESPN used to be called The Herd.
Right.
But he recently got fired from ESPN because he decided to question the intelligence of Dominican Republic players who play baseball.
What
What an idiot. I can face to say that. So now I think he's working for Fox Sports now. So right now instead of criticizing sports people, he's criticizing pro players. He's stereotyping them, basically, I might as well say.
And I gotta say, he looks painted. Like his face, like his bronze or something.
It does look
Mad-
like
Mad makeup.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
whoever his makeup artist is, they kind of went a little overboard.
So if he's gonna criticize people, we can criticize him too. You look plastic, sir, and he
those are some nicely groomed eyebrows.
Yes, it's like I'm looking at his video right now, and it's pretty interesting that he felt the need to like criticize the players. But what exactly did he say though?
He's basically saying, like, I guess when TBS made that announcement about they're gonna be showing gaming stuff on their channel, they actually sorry, they're forming their own gaming league. They're gonna broadcast weekly matches.
Right.
He was like, "Oh, it's the league now," and he's like, these people are like 29-year-old people, 29-year-old players who live home with their mamas and don't do nothing except play games, which is basically stereotyping them.
He actually said they eat Hot Pockets and enjoy Star Wars, but most people eat Hot Pockets and enjoy Star Wars.
Like,
dude, when the movie's coming out, everybody and their mother is gonna see that. So
yeah.
Then he goes on to say, like, these people go upstairs to their room where a girl has never entered.
I
So
mean,
he's just stereotyping.
Yeah, he's stereotyping it because I mean I could point out a couple of pro players who actually one just got engaged, you know, who came second place at Evo. You know, some of these people really have real jobs. Just that this is what they do on the side. They're pro players because some of them have sense. You know, they're like, okay, I'm not gonna win every tournament, so it's not gonna pay the bills. So they know they gotta get a job.
I'd just like to know. I mean, I give them props that they're able to, I wonder how they're able to hold like a full-time job and still be amazing at playing these games. Like, where do
No,
they
I
find
mean,
the time?
Most of these games that these people play are basically like fighting games. So it's like you put into like, okay, if you have a full time job, you work 9 to 5, right?
Yeah.
You come home, relax, whatever. You put into like 2 hours a day or 3 hours a day just practicing your game
Right.
because most of these tournaments are usually start from Friday, Saturday, and they end on Sunday.
right.
And if you even make it that far, and you know you have localized tournaments, then you have the big game tournaments. We have to travel, across states. I'm not all these pro players go to every one because I know some of them. Some of them don't make it to where they go like the real majors where the money is. I mean, there's only one pro player which I give him props for. He comes to Sonic Fox, 70-year-old. He just finished winning Mortal Kombat X ESO, won $60,000.
Wow.
Then another tournament, 10,000. So it's like
That could go towards tuition.
Pretty
yeah,
much,
he said it.
yeah.
He said it straight up. The
Wow.
money's going to college.
Oh,
But
wow.
I mean, how is he like? Okay, his criticism, I'm sure, is falling on deaf ears when it comes to our podcast or anybody else that listens to it. I mean, yes, I get the difference between a pro Street Fighter player or when it comes to that versus a football player and stuff like that. But those football players were also at home with their moms while they go and play in the fields.
And they probably also eat hot
That-
pockets.
that's
and
a very
probably
good
enjoy
point.
Star
Yeah,
Wars.
they probably eat hot pockets and watch fucking Star Wars all the time. So it's like I had a feeling this would happen when ESPN announced. I mean, I praised ESPN for adding esports for them to just like cool. That's really fucking cool. I think that's awesome that they're embracing that because it's obviously it's a new revenue and stuff like that. They're seeing that people actually love this stuff. So and I had a feeling there had to be somebody within the organization that's gonna start making some stupid jokes or try to stereotype people for no reason. Just like we can sit here and stereotype him. I mean, he looks like a painted doll with bad teeth.
there you go.
It's like it's like seriously, dude. Like you had nothing else better to say about this, so you don't even know much about the what it takes to be in a league of that caliber. But you're gonna sit there and just I'm sure
He's just judging off of stereotypes. That's what he's
right.
doing.
So he doesn't even know. He just wanted to make fun because he just exists. It's
Exactly.
like,
He's an idiot.
So is anybody like going? Well, I wouldn't say go after him or anything like that, but like, what's the backlash towards him now with this sort of thing? I'm sure his Twitter account is probably going off.
Oh yeah, I mean, whenever you try to attack like pro gamers, they always have somewhere on Twitter where they blowing you up. Cause remember, what's his name? The talk show host guy. He started breaking on people for watching for doing the Twitch thing with YouTube, and YouTube announced that they have their own play.
Yeah.
So he caught backlash. People telling him, "Oh, you could die while you're attacking pro gamers for we did nothing to you." Things like that. They went off on him so that he made a rebuttal to it. Yeah,
That's a bit much. Don't kill anybody.
yeah, no. He made a rebuttal to it where he actually brought two top streamers on the show,
Right.
and they were showing them what's going on, and then he realized that people do enjoy this. You talk to people, then
It may not be the most physical thing in the world, but still, it's like it takes a lot of hand-eye coordination and a lot of mental focus to even do all this stuff. Because quite honestly, I've played against pro gamers before. It's not fun. It's not fun. They just wipe the fucking floor with you. It's not fun. But you can tell like these guys know their shit and they're really good at it and they're getting paid for it now. And it's like, I mean, that was always the dream. That was always a dream for anybody who always competed in these type of things. Like people who go all over the country to pay for like, $500 at a tournament here or $300 at a tournament there, like, in a rinky dink like shop or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And now it's being televised. Now people are getting major contracts and, you know, they're buying houses for their mothers and stuff like that. Like, and they're actually making a living off of this. Like, it makes no sense for the gaming industry to make this much money each year, right? And not have its players make money out of that. Like, you gotta find a way to, you know, change that into something more lucrative. You know, it's like, and they're doing it. And, you know, and apparently he said that he quit ESPN because he was asked to cover competitive gaming. Like, how is that different than you covering a poker game? Like,
Well, he said if he was asked, he would quit.
oh, if he was asked, sorry. Okay.
Yeah, if he was.
Okay, well, good. You quit anyways. Get the fuck out of here. Nobody cares. It's like, but whatever, man. Like, it's, I think it's stupid. And this is really stupid because it's like you're gonna get upset about this, but you don't see how poker is like the adult Yu-Gi-Oh. It's like,
that's another good comparison again.
yeah, like, come on, seriously. I mean, it's there. You have your face cards, your king, your queen, and your jack, and you know, and your jokers and stuff like that. Like, I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh has a lot more face cards, but you know what I'm saying. Like, it's still a card game. It's still a strategy. It's still sitting there. But they play poker tournaments on television nonstop all the time. Even ESPN covers it sometimes. So I don't see what the big difference
and
is.
they're just sitting there like this, just holding their face like.
Yeah, and they're trying to, like, you know, be all cool and smoke cigars and get lung cancer at the same time. Sorry, I have to drink water because this guy just makes me, like, seriously.
And it makes sense for them to broadcast this because considering how big Twitch is and considering how big, you know, people love watching. I mean, the most popular guy on YouTube right now is that guy PewDiePie, and all he does is he makes videos of himself playing video games, and people just like to watch him play video games.
Yeah.
So people, like, you know, these people have become celebrities for just playing video games and having people watch them. Even South Park poked fun at this in an episode one.
Like, it's permeating pop culture so much that, you know, it's good and it's bad at the same time. For, say, like, our channel, we have a Twitch channel, but we don't really stream on it as much, but just trying to get out there, it's much more like a grind. It's a big grind. Like, Dwayne, he streams as well, so he'll tell you, like, it's a grind to get those views. It's a grind to get people to come back and watch your show and stuff like that. Like,
it is.
You have to be a personality. You have to, you know, present yourself in such a way that it's just entertaining. PewDiePie, he's entertaining. Like, he's, you know, I don't really find him entertaining, but a lot of people do. But, you know, he does all this stuff, and he makes $4 million a year.
I've watched a few of his videos. I think
I'm
some of his
hate
stuff's
him.
funny.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hate him. Like, listen, he does a good, but, you know, whatever he's doing over there, he's doing a good job.
He's making a living just playing video games. I envy him.
Yes. And he was a hot dog, like, seller or something like that before he started.
Really?
Yeah, like, that's what he wanted to do. He said that he loved doing it, and then he just started playing games, and he was like, all right, cool, and people kept on watching. So there you go. But anyway, Mr. Cowherd.
That name is really getting to you.
Dude, seriously, with a last name like Cowherd, you want to go and joke on gamers. Do you not realize the trolling you're about to receive? Are you just, come on? Your show is called The Herd, dude. It's like
just every time you say his name, it's like you have to follow it up with like a moo.
Like, like, come on, dude. Seriously.
Oh my god.
Get it together. But anyway, moving on. So, you know, as speaking of Twitter and bad ideas, Call of Duty has a game coming out. It's you know, every now and then Call of Duty would do some controversial advertising, I would say. And they decided that they're going to put out a tweet faking a terrorist attack without context, I should say. So the way I should say like what was one of the tweets where let me say breaking news: unconfirmed reports are coming in of an explosion on the north bank of Singapore, and the Singapore marina. Now, and then at the bottom it does say Call of Duty at Call of Duty sort of thing, right? Now, if you didn't know anything about video games, if you didn't care about Call of Duty, if you didn't even know who these people were, I'm sure people would take this seriously, right? And correct me if I'm wrong, wasn't there a terrorist attack in Singapore years ago? Where those guys ran in from the beachfront and shot up a whole hotel? It was a mall, I think it was.
Think so.
Oh, no, I think it was Baghdad. I forget, but yeah, there was something similar to that sort of attack that we're talking about. But yeah, this was an attempt to promote their game that's coming out. And
it's in poor taste of how they did it.
Yeah, it's terribly executed. It's interesting, but at the same time, dude.
I'll put it like this: like I was saying before the show, if the U.S. itself didn't have the 9/11 attack, then it wouldn't be such a big deal in the States. But then, as far as other countries, they will there'll be questions out there. But they still gotta realize we're in a time where terrorist attacks is like, everywhere now. So to do something like this, especially if you have a paranoid person on Twitter, it's gonna start something.
Yeah, it's I'm like, yeah, you're right about that. There are people who are getting paranoid now about. There was a bit of news that came out. I don't remember the name of the company, but I believe it's the same company that made the Hitachi one. So I'm guessing it's the Hitachi company or whatever. That they've figured out a way to predict crime. I don't know how they're able to do this, but apparently, according to some video that I watched, they're able to go and get data depending on the amount of information in the area, and they can predict like surges in crime and stuff like that. So precog, like Minority Report minus the triplets in the basement being hooked up to to me. So yeah, I can see someone being paranoid, don't know anything about Call of Duty, just taking this as real news and running with it. And this is not the first time Call of Duty has been in the news for some controversial advertising. I believe there was one where they said something along the lines, "Don't be a frag." It was a trailer. Yeah, you remember that one? Yeah. Yep. They had to change it because they thought they were talking about some. I mean, they were talking about frag grenades. Like that's what they were talking. Not
They thought it sounded like a slur.
I mean, you can interpret it that way because I mean,
given the nature of Call of Duty fans in multiplayer,
the hate is real. The hate
is Dwayne would tell you, I'll tell you, if you played this game at any point and you go online and you play with people,
Lord help you.
There's a lot of bullshit that happens. So there's a lot of name calling and stuff like that. So like for us as gamers who get into it, like, we were in that, I guess you could say, community, we get what they were saying. They were trying to play off of that. But this particular way of them, what do you call it? Like setting up like fake, terrorist attack, especially with how not even just 9/11, but all around the world, there's a lot of terrorist attacks happening right now.
Exactly.
Like, so it's like, dude, this is time. It's called bad timing. Bad timing. Too soon. No. Like, no.
Don't do it.
Like somebody sat there and was like, yeah, because here's the thing. I don't know if they just have one person managing the Twitter. It can't be just one person managing the Twitter account for Treyarch, right? Or the Call of Duty Twitter account. It can't be.
Well, trust me, someone in there is getting fired.
They seriously, dude. It's like then nobody thought to themselves,
They probably thought it was funny to do this, but it's gonna come out to this. Someone in there is gonna get fired, and because like I said, they didn't think about it of how it's gonna affect other people. That's why the people at another news company who want to get confirmation from them, like how can you do this, whatever. The people at Call of Duty didn't say nothing. They just stayed quiet because they know they made a mistake.
Yeah, I don't like. I'm sure the backlash has been a bit has been royal. Like once again, when you do stupid shit like this, gamers will come out and pretty much roast you on a spit about the nonsense that you're trying to pull off.
Yeah.
It's like seriously, dude. So apparently, like one of the tweets confirmed that character named James Chung will be tied to the game in some way as a commander of the Singapore Armed Forces.
Really?
Yeah, because so like conspiracies are popping up about it and all this other stuff, and it was just but the thing is, it's just a campaign, and I think people have to be a little bit more aware of what is being reported, especially on social media. People like to take the first set of news that they find and they want to be first. The people like the race to being first. Not cool. Like, don't take shit and just run with it and think it's real. There is the whole debate about social media and whether or not the conversation there is real or not. And for a lot of people, it is. And, even news organizations, they can't really get around. they can't beat Twitter when it comes to news reporting. But at the same time, they can't beat. I'm hoping they can beat. Well, sometimes they can beat Twitter on accuracy, not all the time. But this is, Call of Duty Black Ops. No, maybe you could put us in charge of your Twitter account. We would have been like, nah, bruh. No, we're not. No. It's like,
I mean, not a good idea.
No, I'm not saying that even as far as they didn't change their their profile pic. If you notice that in the article they showed the Call of Duty profile pic has changed, like a news page.
Oh, so they made it seem like it was like news, news.
Right.
Wow. Okay, now they're going a step too far. This is a whole team behind. It's not just one person. There's a bunch of people who sat there and it's like, this is a great idea, guys. Great idea. Like, why not include the tweet with a trailer? Because then
that would have been better.
That would have been better. Because you see, that would be like, oh, new trailer. Here's a map of Singapore area that we made. This is the terrorist attack that we're talking about.
I don't know why they would just be like, oh no, explosion, unconfirmed, explosion on North Bank of Singapore Marina. Like, why?
That's when you do the Jackie Chan. What? What?
And considering we live in an age where I still don't know if this was real or not, but there's a picture of like Steven Spielberg on the set of Jurassic Park where he's just posing with like, one of the
dinosaur.
the animatronic dinosaur, and then you just see everybody, all comments are like, how dare you destroy this, shoot this majestic creature. And I'm like, these people have to be trolls. They have to be trolls, just poking fun at like the people who get angry at like the hunters who shoot, big game animals. And I'm just like, oh, please, I hope you're just trolling. You know that this is dinosaur, and dinosaurs are not around anymore, right?
Right. Don't exist. Sorry,
but
guys.
These people are real. And if they react like this to that, imagine these kind of people reacting to breaking news. Unconfirmed reports are coming in of an explosion on North Bank of the Singapore Marina. Like, they're gonna freak out.
Like, yo, shit, I have family there. Like, the fuck? It's like, no, man, no. No. Treyarch. Treyarch is the one that's making this particular version of the game. Black Ops 3, please. I would say fire that team who decided to do that and get somebody else on there. You can hire us. We'll do it.
Yeah.
We're pretty good at this stuff.
Yeah, we don't mind.
We're pretty good at this stuff. You can hire us. But anyway, wow, just two back-to-back just idiots. But here's some cool news to end the show on. Something, something fun, light, So, this guy decided to propose to his lovely wife while streaming Destiny. There's a first-person shooter that everybody they what's the word, they play it with a rage in their hearts, I should say, because everybody complains about this game. So yeah, he decided to propose to his girlfriend via a Twitch stream.
Aww.
But first he had to get about he had to work his nerve up. It took him about a half an hour to propose. It's like
Wow.
yeah, his name is Nescart Fire 33. And apparently he had his dog deliver he delivered his the ring to his waiting wife to be around his neck. And yeah,
That's adorable.
and apparently she replied with some "Oh my God, yes!" and the cursed on stream, doing this stuff. Which, hey, it's streaming, man. That's what happens. So
I'm actually gonna look for that. I'm gonna go to Twitch and look for that video.
yeah, I guess if you just look up his name, I hope you can find it. I gotta say, Twitch has.
It was her. It was actually her stream.
Oh, it was her stream.
Right.
Oh, okay. My bad. I didn't mean to be sexist. Think it was a guy. Don't come at me with no leathers. I'm sorry. Okay? I don't see a lot of female streaming. Okay? Sorry.
They're there.
They're out there, but I only see one every time I go on Twitch. Is some woman named Marv. I've only seen her. Like I don't really see anybody else. But yeah. Apparently BioWare shared the tale about how they got engaged as well. That's pretty cool. BioWare was like, yeah, this is awesome. Let's put it out there. And but yeah, that's what's happening right there, folks. Something
That's
all
cool.
sweet.
Sweet, but I'm just wondering, like, what would happen if she said no?
Then
Then
she's like, no, I'm playing. It's like,
Don't be a party pooper.
Oh, I'm not trying to be. I think it's amazing. I think it's great. I wish them both, happiness. I
Alyssa said no.
No. It's just I don't know. In general, I always feel it's a little awkward for guys to propose live because it also puts the girl on the spot.
Right.
It's just like, okay, they have to say yes, and if they say no, then it's gonna look really bad. They're put on that pressure, so
Yeah.
they don't have to say yes in public.
Yeah, shit happens. It's like
It's love. It's love, man.
Love, man, it's love. You gotta put it out there. But hey, she said yes, and she it's cool. And now all her male fans are all upset because now she's gone.
Hey,
Sorry.
maybe the wedding will be on Twitch.
They should stream that too. Yes, they should stream that out. But anyway, guys, this will bring us to an end of our podcast here. Don't forget to find us on iTunes and Stitcher. I know some people have been asking about what happened to Stitcher's album art. We're working on it. I don't know we're trying to get our album art like that shows up in this feed. So, be aware that we are working on it. But, for now, you can still listen to us on Stitcher. You can still listen to us on iTunes. Definitely like and subscribe, and also, leave us some feedback. Some constructive criticism is always welcome. And also, this video will be on YouTube shortly. So check us out there as well. Definitely subscribe there so you can see when we are streaming and when we upload new videos and stuff like that. All right. And until next time, guys, we love you for listening. Good night.
Bye, guys.
All right.